come up now.
Well, I'd like to welcome you guys to our 7 Habits Assembly. Mr. Eli is going to start it off, and I'd like you guys to be real respectful to him.
Okay. As I said, this is the first of 7 assemblies that we'll have once a month. Today, the habit that we're going to talk about is be proactive. Number 1. So I want to talk to you a little bit about what that means. You've been practicing it, but let's make it clear as to exactly what that looks like in our school. To be proactive means you're in charge. It doesn't mean that you're in charge of everybody, but you are in charge of yourself. That you're a responsible person. You get things done. You take care of yourself. You take initiative. So it's up to you to do things. You choose your action, your attitude, whether you're sad, mad, happy. No one can change that but you. And your mood. You don't blame others for things that you do. So if you're wrong, you don't blame somebody else. You do the right thing without being told to do so, even when no one's looking. So let's think about that for a minute. How many of you have walked down the hall and seen a piece of trash and stopped and picked it up when no one else was there? Besides me. Hands down. How many of you have been in the bathroom and picked up a paper towel off the floor and no one else was there? No one had to say, hey, you need to do that. No one had to say thank you. You did it because you knew it was the right thing to do. If you come to school and it's a rainy day and you want to have recess outside, but you know you're going to have to stay in the classroom, and you could just be really mad about it, but you choose instead to say, wow, I'm just going to have fun inside, that's being proactive. If you know on Monday that you have spelling words that need to be done by Friday, and you choose to do those without being told to do so, that's being proactive. You're in charge of you, no one else is. You make the decisions on what you feel like, what you do, and how you treat others. My favorite example is going to be when you come to lunch and you come into the cafeteria. Before the ladies have to raise their hands, I'm seeing lots of kids raise theirs because they want everyone to be quiet. Because they're being quiet. They're choosing to do that. They're being proactive. After lunch, you guys come in here and you either sit on the floor, kindergartners, 1st and 3rd grade, or you sit up in the bleachers. And kids that raise their hands to get quiet usually get a reward, a blue slip, or they get to go out and line up first. This is a great place to be. It gets better all the time because you make it that way, because you make good decisions, because you're responsible, because you're respectful, because you decide to do the right thing. So, I'm very happy with what you're doing. I really like the fact that you're being proactive, and I know it's not just at school. You're being proactive at home and every place you go. And parents tell me that too. So, to continue our assembly this morning and to recognize some kids that have been proactive and maybe some teachers, I want to introduce Mrs. Barney. Neville. Oh, you have to change.
Okay, first of all, I'm going to recognize the people. We have one of our paraprofessionals that's leaving next week, Mrs. Hill. Would you please stand if she's in here? Give her a round of applause. You'll see her in on to another job at the hospital, so we wish you luck. Thank you for everything you've done. Now, our 5th grade has been really busy helping with the Coins for Colorado. And you guys have been really busy collecting lots of coins because Mrs. Smith has been bringing down bags and bags of coins. Bags. And so we want to recognize the 5th grade for coming up with that idea. That was awesome, 5th grade. They do not have a total, but we know it's over $500 they've collected. So give yourselves a round of applause. These two students kind of started the idea, got the ball rolling. So Dylan Inch and Mallory Snow, would you stand? Great, thank you for helping. Our 5th grade scholarship team made our posters, so would you stand if you're on the 5th grade scholarship team? Thank you for making posters, taking care of that. Our 5th grade class presidents and treasurers collected all that money and took care of envelopes, so if you're a president or class treasurer, would you stand for the 5th grade? Village to do things, and so this was a wonderful project. We will give you a grand total when we get it. We'll try to do it in morning announcements tomorrow. I know they're still counting money because that's so much money, and that will help all those people in Colorado who've been suffering through the floods this year. Now, we're going to just draw some blue sticks just for fun. So I'm going to have Mr. Eli. We're just going to draw some names. I have the box, and he gets to draw. If he draws Mr. Eli, then we know he didn't do it very good. So if I call your name, come see me after the assembly. Brianna Bunn. Cal Turlick was synergizing, working with others. So Cal, Bella Hall, she was proactive. She was in charge of herself. Tinley Sullivan, being proactive. Corbin Murrow, being proactive, you are in charge of you. Dakota Burns, proactive, you are in charge of you. Kel Hanshy, you are proactive. 3 more. Lily Ray, synergize, work together. Ben Coleman, proactive, you're in charge of you. And last but not least,
Please be Mr. Eli.
Mrs. Eli. No. Kylie Kukovich, you are in charge of you. So you guys come see me after the assembly.
I want you to, I know you guys don't ever see this, but the number of blue slips that you guys receive is really incredible. I mean, you can't see in this box, but it's almost full, and it's just tons and tons of 7 Habits rewards that you guys have gotten. So that's how we do that. This just gets better all the time. I've noticed like this.
Now, our 5th grade is going to perform for us for the assembly. This is their month to perform. So, Mrs. Smith, I assume they know where they're headed. Okay. Give them your attention. It looks pretty cool.
Habit 1, be proactive. What is it to be proactive? Proactive people make choices based on values. They recognize that they can't control everything that happens to them. Proactive people are calm, cool, and in control. No fizzing, bubbling, or pressure, so don't get shook.
Reactive people make choices based on impulse. are like a can of soda. If I shake them up a bit, the pressure builds and suddenly they explode.
Proactive people are known as can-do people. They take initiative and make it happen. Proactive people have self-awareness. I stand apart from myself and observe my actions. Proactive people have conscience. I listen to my inner voice to know right from wrong. Proactive people have imagination. I can envision the possibility. Proactive people have willpower. I have the power to choose. Be proactive. Be in charge of you.
Reactive people is like a can of soda. When life shakes it up, the pressure builds.
Be like water. Shake me up all you want. I won't explode. I won't react. I won't explode like pop.
Be proactive.
You're in charge of your actions, of your product.
Choose success. I can do it!
Enjoy life.
Do the right thing.
It's easy.
Don't be reactive.
I can't.
Why should I? Nobody likes me.
It's not my fault.
I don't care.
Be in charge.
Be proactive!
7?
Yeah.
It is a 7. And would you guys like to do it with us one time? Mr. Ahab said we can do it again if you want to do it with us one time. We've got the words up here, okay? They'll lead you, but we've got the words up here so that way you guys can sing along too, okay? And they did have, and we got it from another school, so they have another mascot. But when you see them, it's not theirs, we're going to say, it's our Mighty Raiders, okay? All right, we'll get it started.
How about recognizing the fifth graders one more time for that great... As we close down our first assembly of the 7 habits, and we'll get back together and we will do this again, and all of you are going to have the opportunity to do something special also. Mrs. Curran has a few remarks she'd like to make.
that was awesome, fifth grade. Thank you so much. Okay, yesterday I was walking down the hall, I had clothespins all up and down my lanyard. My entire class on, I believe it was Tuesday, or Monday, went to specials. And instead of just doing the average everyday stuff, the specials teachers came back and said, wow, this was the most awesome thing. They were so good, they earned extra points, they worked really hard, they were very respectful, and so I couldn't do anything else but wear those pins because they were outstanding. Good job, Mrs. Kearney. Thank you, boys. I hope to see teachers wearing lots of clothespins throughout the year for all the outstanding things our students do. Thank you.
And I would like to be wearing them also. What a cool thing it is, I like to wear 2 lanyards. This one and one that's just loaded with clothespins, showing me how outstanding you are. Okay, great assembly. You guys were great. Let's be proactive when we leave today to go back to our classes, please. You know how to walk in the halls, how to treat each other. We'll start with the 5th grade, going back to classrooms where we'll be dismissed for SFA. Give yourselves a big round of applause for being in charge